Disclaimer, I do not own the clips or music shown. These are used for review and entertainment purposes. Thank you. Kinda bored. This totally won't segue to a video or anything. Wait, is this camera on? Hey, Tim, can you name all the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies for me? Well, there's Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Diary of a Wimpy Kid Roderick Rules, Diary of a Wimpy Kid Dog Days, and Diary of a Wimpy... That's all of them. That's all of them. Oh, this isn't. There's The Long Haul. The what? Oh, okay. This totally won't segue into like a main video or anything. So I made a skit that segued to a main video or whatever. Greens, Gap-House, and Gap-House, it's me, Camden, on channel Camden, and you know what the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books are, right? I obviously don't need to explain them because most of the people watching this are not living under a rock. And no, that isn't related to superheroes like what we've been talking about since this channel began, or Sonic. So basically, well, there's a set of 3 films based off the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books, starring Greg Heffley, which is the main character of his books. There's a kid that's in middle school and has a friend named Riley Jefferson. And those movies, all 3 of them are cinema. They are way better than Martin Scorsese's and Quentin Tarantino and Christopher Nolan combined. They wish they made such cinematic movies as they are, and no, I'm not sarcastic. Those movies were beautiful. It was a cultural reset. Riley Jefferson is one of the greatest characters in fiction history. Same thing with Roderick Heffley. Those are one of the greatest characters in fictional history. This one trilogy solos almost every movie series known to man. It's better than Lord of the Rings. It's better than Harry Potter. It's better than Star Wars. It's even better than the MCU. Actually, no, it's not, because it's in the MCU. Yes, I wonder why Doctor Strange did not call in Loaded Diaper to help him out and take out Thanos. Anyways, enough about that. Anyways, yes, these movies were a part of my childhood, and I liked them. And no, I'm not going to do the segment about childhood talks, because I don't really have that much to say, though they were a part of it. They were talking about one that's forgotten. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Long Haul, which came out in 2017, which is a reboot of the franchise. And it recast everyone. Literally everyone. They couldn't even keep the parents in. Not even Frank Heffley, I liked him. Though he was a psychopath.
Though it's breaking when there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by.
The laughingest laughter that ever laughed.
Even. Alright, so let's get started. This is how our movie begins. So, Greg's family and his best friend Riley go to a restaurant named Corny's. Yeah, nah, I'm not kidding. The place is basically like a Chuck E. Cheese or Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Man gets lost in a ball pit and Greg goes after him and then,
Diaper! It's a diaper! It's a diaper! It's a diaper! It's a diaper!
Can't show the whole scene because of copyright. And people record him yelling, "It's a diaper! It's a diaper! It's a diaper!" And it becomes a meme known as Diaper Hands. And it's one of the major plot points of the film. Also, this is the meme format, by the way, in the actual movie. That format looks like something from the late 2000s or early 2010s. It would make sense if that was in the other movies, because they came out during that time, but here in 2017, that's not how memes are anymore. Memes are kind of more like this now.
Oh, I won't let you go.
Eating a burger with no mustard.
And the very next scene, him and Riley in his room, there are, this movie is about road trips and stuff like that, right? The reason they want to go on a road trip is because you want to meet, Dollar Store Ninja. I mean, come on, that's Ninja. So, yeah, one of the central plot points is, 1, he's a meme, and 2, he wants to see a YouTuber. And for 1, the meme is like something that'll be from like the 2000s, and the meme is not even that funny. Yeah, if someone was like dangling a diaper or whatever at a ball pit, everyone would just think you're weird. That will not be a meme. You are weird. So speaking of that, they use a lot of buzzwords in this movie, like, also, the mom, played by Alicia Silverstone. If that name sounds familiar, yeah. In the car, she's like, hand me your devices! Hand me all technology! She was really serious about it this whole movie. Also, the fact that the dad, Frank, is texting while driving. Anyways, yeah, they go on a road trip to see their family. Yeah. And here is just them driving around and just random stuff happen. Like, they don't even feel like it's all cohesive. Like, in the original movies, there was something that at least, like, made sense, and it wasn't something too short. In this movie, it was just random and pretty short, and just, like you don't feel anything. It's like, the baby, Manny, has gotten a pig, and it's only in, like, a few scenes, and then later on it gets taken away, and I didn't feel anything. Yes, I know, I'm starting to sound like him, because he's also did a review of The Long Haul. Well, Doug Walker did a review of Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows, and Chris Stuckman already did a review on X-Men Origins Wolverine, so why should I care now? And yeah, it's pretty random. Moments are just very short. Like, birds show up on the van and poop on them. It goes by really fast. Also, there's this guy with a beard that goes after him. You know what? When I was watching this movie, it reminded me of Alvin and the Chipmunks, The Road Trip. Oh, excuse me, The Road Chip. Also, I want to talk about earlier how everyone was casted in this movie, and including the one that had people hung up the most. Greg's older brother, Roger. You see, in the original films, he was played by Devin Bostic. In this film, he's played by a guy named Charlie Wright.
Who?
And this Roderick is, well...
You tricked us!
This is totally not cool.
Kids at school get way more screen time than I do.
I'm not giving up my phone.
Yeah, if he's not giving up his phone, I'm not giving up mine.
And he's not giving up, I'm not giving mine up.
Yeah. But hey, you can't blame it, because, like, those movies were a long time ago, and they aged and stuff like that. This Roderick doesn't really have the same... He doesn't feel like the same Roderick. This Roderick is just saying random things. Which is best to describe this movie as random. But he's just like... He doesn't feel like Roderick. You see, the original Roderick was more... Yes, he bullied Greg around, but he also had a heart to him. He also cared for Greg, just like in the second one and the third one, and had good bonding moments. This one, he's just, It's like they looked on a Wikipedia page and were like, yep, that's Roderick, that's all we need to know. Also, speaking of castings, Greg Heffley. And this Greg, well, ain't on fault of the kid, it's more the writing. This Greg, feels like a normal, like just another kid in a movie, not like Greg Heffley was. In the originals, he wasn't exactly a role model, and he was never really the greatest person, but he had that sort of that type of brain and thinking, just like we did back in like 6th grade or whatever. Well, no, we didn't do the same things Greg did, but you understood him, and like there was something like in that character that was different. Like, Greg Heffley isn't really the greatest character of all time, but he did have that sort of like that smartness, that brain of his to get him out of situations. This Greg is more of another kid, another kid's movie. If you change his name, it wouldn't really change much. Alicia Silverstone as the mom is okay-ish. The dad doesn't have the exact same energy as the old one, but he's fine, but not as entertaining as the old one.
Ha! Guess who's the laugher now? Me! I'm the laugher! I'm the laughingest laugher that ever laughed! Ha 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 ha! Funny stuff! Go to the basement to work on my battle diorama.
And yeah, anyways, it's just road trip and just little random things, and I feel nothing, and I don't laugh. Just a bunch of poop jokes and vomit jokes. Nothing really that clever or different. Oh, and they also did an Easter egg with the Zooey Mama thing. I guess that's nice. Anyways, with the dollar store ninja plot, they eventually do get there. Is it me, or am I supposed to see Jeff Kinney arguing with the Angry Joe? And then Dollar Store Ninja eventually recognizes Greg as Diaper Hand. Also, I like to note that they made a remix of Diaper Hands on YouTube. And yeah, and more random shenanigans ensue that are really short and make me feel nothing. And eventually, they arrive at their destination by crashing a boat, or was it the van, into the pool where the family are at. And surprisingly, no one got hurt. Yeah. And then they lived happily ever after. The end. There is no mid-credit scene. There is no cinematic universe with Big Nate. Unfortunately, I want that crossover. Anyways, overall thoughts. It ain't the worst thing I ever seen. I've talked about worse on this channel. I've experienced worse. Well, on this channel at least. Not even the worst movie of 2017. Oh gosh, I have to talk about that in the future, don't I? But it fails at capturing the spirit of the other films. Which I know it ain't specifically adapting the other ones. It's mainly from the book, because that's where they're both adapted from. Because it's an adaptation. But it just... some moments they try to be like the first three. That's when I'm constantly keep bringing this up. Like certain slapsticky moments without giving what the hearts of the first three films were about. You know, films were about friendship and family and whatever. Yeah, I'm seeing your Don memes in the comments or whatever. It's like a Fast and Furious joke in like 2 weeks in a row, gosh. And yeah, and it's not really that funny as a comedy. You may get like 1 or 2 chuckles here and there, but mostly, in general, you feel a bit dry while watching this. You won't feel much. Like, seriously, I was literally... there was like one scene I remember I was just studying. I was literally studying for school while watching this movie at one moment. And playing with action figures. Like, it tries to be hip and popular, but also tries to be nostalgic at the same time. And it feels it both. Who knows, I might talk about the original trilogy someday, but not no time soon, but I will someday. Which is greater than Scorsese's, Tarantino, and Nolan combined. But anyways, which donuts I give? 3 donuts. I give this a 3 out of 10. Anyways, hope you like this video, subscribe, and comment, but not a mean comment. Anyways, guys, see you next time. I'm still gonna have to review the Emoji Movie, am I?